Vehicles. Only got, oh man, I almost dropped it. Only got this here Dermo Taxi. I don't know, I don't hardly own any vehicles. A vehicle is an artifact that becomes an artifact creature if you tap some creatures, for the most part. Some of them, there's other ways to get it to become an artifact creature, but you know they're supposed to represent like a vehicle, like an object in real life, because that's the Goblin Death card here, and this old one in a red kind of guy. There you go. How's it looking? I'm gonna make sure this video is in focus. This video is brought to you by Logie Bay Gamers, ensuring it's in focus. I wish it didn't happen yet, but we're mixing this one up. This is actually a vehicle goblin, or maybe it should be a goblin vehicle. I don't really know. Artifact vehicle goblin. Either way, this was gonna stay for now. And then down here, going for the old 3/4. And this one also has trample. This is a bit of a tough guy. It has an activated ability for 1, sacrifice an untapped creature. Oh yeah, there you go. Then the Goblin Death card, put him in his GD, becomes an artifact creature. Gets +2, +0, and haste until the end of turn. There you go, and it's crew 2. Only needs 2 buys to load it up, and then that's just like a goblin. You know, they're flying down the hill. It's a goblin rock sled from back in the day. The boss. So basically, this is just like goblin rock sled with like guys going down the hill that way. So I don't know, we'll make these guys like coming towards you or something. And there's like goblin in there. And you know what? It's called a death card. Well, actually, you do have to sacrifice these things. For a second, I was like, nothing's dying. That was an accident. But actually, stuff is dying. So, never mind. I mean, seeing stuff. It kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle or something. But anyway, this is a goblin. I'm driving the death cart. And it's going fast. It's kind of like the bobsleigh or whatever. But the goblin's absolutely nuts and doesn't plan on living. Kamikaze bobsleigh thing. There we go. Flying down at breakneck speeds similar to lightning and the heavy winds. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like it's going down some sort of slope or whatever. There's more slope to come, but it's flying super fast. I don't even know what you put in the distance when you're dealing with something like that. Abstract lines. There you go. Goblin Death card. Oh man, that's seeing focus too. That's wonderful. Give it up for that. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I should have read out what they did again, but I'll do it after. So this one, we're gonna mix it up with this one. Alright? We're gonna write down what this one does first. Alright, let's put the boxes so don't mess up the formatting. I feel like I already did mess up the formatting. Look at that. So this is an artifact vehicle. And we'll write down the power toughness for you. How about that? Yeah, you can see it. And we'll write down what it does. So, but we'll leave it a space for where the name's going to be. Because we'll write it in after. So when card name attacks, search, or you may search. Wow, that's messy. Your library for a basic land card, and put it in your hand. And I guess it says shuffle, but like that's it. Yeah, don't rig your deck, please. So when card name attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it into your hand in shuffle. And that's just a crew 1, easy going. So what color do you think this is gonna be? I'm gonna let you know. This is a green card, and don't cost a whole lot of mana, but it does cost some. Which is to say, it costs 2 mana. And the name, well, I don't know, we could draw the picture first. We're writing a name. I thought it was a pretty good name. This is the Honda Civic Wayfinder. Oh yeah. What a good one, huh? Yeah, perfect. So that's basically like similar to the Goblin card, but this one's a little more easygoing, kind of built out of logs. This is a vehicle that the elves use to get around in the forest, and it's powered by mainly bugs and inside of the rotting logs, and they help it go pretty fast. But actually elves can walk faster than it goes, but they it's good for carrying stuff. So we got elf in here, basically looks the same as a goblin. But they're just skinnier. Elf is like a skinnier goblin. That's what we're gonna say here today. And you got, there you go, the Honda Civic Wayfinder on its way through the forest, crushing stuff, going over sticks, going over rivers, taking on anything in its path. It's a great vehicle. It runs good. It's dependable. That'll last an elf a lifetime. 800 years. Great stuff. You'll have to replace the bug supply every so often when the logs kind of get depleted. The bugs are kind of hungry individuals. But if you can handle that, it's a really, really dependable rig. It's great. There you go. Just cruising through the woods on like some warrior like elf road or whatever. And I think I messed up with it in the back there. I guess, well, it's only crew 1, so yeah. It takes 1 elf and then you get a 2-2. That makes your elf strong, man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta have a drink of water around here. Gotta have a drink of water, man. Otherwise, how would you live? Drink water every day. So that was too crazy having to put it out that way. Well, maybe we'll start this one with the mana cost. How about that? This one is a white card. It's gonna be 1 white. I gotta make swirlies. I gotta say, over time, the white mana symbol is growing to be the most annoying one because you have to draw 8 swirlies. I rarely manage to get 8 in. I run out of space all the time, and my swirlies are always different than one another. But there we go. There's our nice mana cost. So this is a white card. Just a simple artifact vehicle again. What a mess. And I guess we'll draw the picture on this one first. Even though we didn't tell you what it does. But basically, what we're going to draw is a tower that's on wheels. And it's being pushed by a crowd of like soldiers or whatever. They're on the move. And maybe even like a horse. A couple of horses, but we're just going to put one for now. What a horse I put in there, huh? How do you feel about that horse? Looks kind of like a camel. It doesn't matter. And the horse and a lot of soldier men who they're also like strapped on, same as the horse, equal opportunity, and they're pushing it along. And then up top in the tower, you got some buys. You know, let's see. You got to put in them battlements, moving battlements, hot oil. You know what it's like. There we go. Got the bow and arrow up there ready to go. So we're moving across the land, trying to lay waste to like things that we see, and deal with our enemies. Make quick work of them, end their lives completely. Alright. And yeah, so what is this? What have we made? Well, this is actually a siege engine. Well, I was gonna call it siege tower, but then I looked that up, and then there's a card like with siege tower in the name with something else in the middle. But you know, screw it. This is siege tower. Siege, is that how you spell siege? Who knows? Let us know in the comments if that's how you spell siege, or probably not. Let us know, but like, whatever, man. You seen to hear. You seen to hear. This is a 4/3 because it's pretty big, and it's reach. And I noticed that there weren't really many white cards that have reach, but I don't really know why. Like, it seems like they got like lots of soldiers. They got like arrows and stuff. They got like all sorts of different kinds of creatures. I feel like they should be reachy. Should be able to reach around. So anyway, this is another. This has an on crew ability or whatever. Whenever the siege tower activates a crew ability for the first time, or maybe I should have to say like for the first time. Sorry. I'm going to change whenever to say the first time siege tower activates a crew ability each turn. You may untap target creature with power 2 or less. And it has a crew 2. So it's basically, you know, you load up your soldiers, go to battle, fight harder with them because you have the power now. For a second I thought like maybe you should be like, you may tap or untap target creature with power 2 or less or something like that to get it even more siegey. So I'm gonna put it in. You may tap or untap target creature with power 2 or less, crew 2. So you can either, you know, as vigilance, you can use it to defend, you can use it to attack, you can use it to do whatever. You're just doing sieges. I probably wouldn't put this in any of my decks, but it is a vehicle. Here it is, and I tried to convey whatever this is conveying. But here's the good one. This is the big one. This is the juice today. We're gonna put the name in right away. The Dark Steel Mech. Wow. And this I don't know. This is your good one. This is your rare. I don't know if it's gonna be good. It's gonna be rare. So you have a nice big picture, and for a bit I thought about like. What about like a land that is a vehicle? And honestly, maybe not the horrible idea. Maybe we'll throw one in here at the end. But that's kind of the Honda Civic Wayfinder that went down that path. But say, you know, there's like a land that's a 1/1. Say you had a land that was a 1/1 vehicle and they had a crew 1. Would that be any good? I don't know. Think about it while we make this one. That's probably less exciting. But look out. I'm writing this on top because it's cool. Crew X. Yeah, man. Crew X. We'll let you know how that works in a second. Well, probably the second is right now. Trying to look it. So this is indestructible. I never remember how to spell this. Let's try it without thinking. Destructible. There you go. Indestructible as long as Darksteel Mech is a creature. I guess crew X, but X can't be 0. That's in italics, but I didn't write it in italics, so I don't have enough room to put the text, because I was like, huge picture, but this actually does more stuff than will fit down here. But I will give you the power toughness. The old star, well, it's star and star +1, so it doesn't die. But yeah, this is basically like, it's gonna get the power and toughness of all the stuff that you crew together. Kind of like the big old bending guy for now, but it's like you bended all your dudes into a big blob or something. I don't know. We'll see. So whenever the Darksteel Mech activates a crew ability, I'm sure this could be keyworded at some point, like whenever it is crewed or whatever, something like that, something happens. We'll see. Let us know if that comes up in 2 years in a vehicle set or whatever. But we got one now that doesn't have it. Anyway, whenever the Darksteel Mech activates a crew ability, its power becomes the total power of all the creatures you put together to crew it. I gotta write that out though in semi-magic language. The total power of all creatures tapped to activate this ability. So I guess if you crew it with some sort of like spell, it just is 0/1. Look out. So whenever I guess it's only when this activates it. If you crewed it with a spell, what would it do? I guess it would just be a 0/1 or what? I don't know. You can ask a judge. But whenever the Darksteel Mech activates crew ability, its power becomes the total power of all creatures tapped to activate this ability. And the toughness becomes the total toughness of blah 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 +1. And I don't know, but maybe you don't need the +1. I'm gonna put it in though anyway. I guess I need to say its toughness, not the toughness. Its toughness becomes the total toughness of the creature, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's like I have to write out the same thing again, basically. Total toughness of all creatures tapped to activate this ability. +1. I should probably put total toughness +1, but anyway, +1 is here. Maybe that's supposed to be there. You let me know. I don't know. But I think that's all things. Yeah, that's it. So it's like crew X, you tap whatever you want, and then its power and toughness becomes the total power and toughness of all the stuff that you tapped into it. And then I guess you probably shouldn't allow it to crew itself as well, because maybe that would cause some trouble. I don't actually know if it would, but can you crew yourself with your own creature? I don't know. Ask the judge. Can you crew yourself? If you can, I don't want this to be able to crew itself, I don't think. But I don't actually know if that matters. So that's Darksteel Mech. We're here at Meriden. I'm angry that they ruined Meriden with the Phyrexians. Bring us back. Bring us back to Meriden in the old Karn days. Like throwback Meriden or something. When Karn was just chilling back. We made his own plane hangout. Before it had all this nonsense with the evil oil and all that. I don't know. So we got this round like sea, that hexagon sea crap that's in Meriden. Here we got this huge legs, massive mech, but it's also like can reform to like whatever size and shape at the drop of a hat. We're just showing you it's so big that you don't even get to see it. It's just up there. You're like, man, that's a big mech. And like, there's like, I don't know, birds or whatever, drakes. I'll put drakes. Oh, is this a drake? Pretend that's a drake. You got drakes flying around the sky, and I mean drakes. Like, these are big old like flying 2/2s and 3/3s going around here. And you might think it's flies. It's not. Maybe I'll have to draw a close-up one so you understand that these are really drakes. Is this what a drake looks like? Something like that's probably drakey enough. I don't mean the rap guy. I mean like a dragon or whatever. What is a drake? It's like some kind of different kind of dragon or something. Actually, no. Let us know if you're an expert in like fantasy stuff. What a drake actually is. But yeah, here's the Darksteel mech. Yeah, the picture actually was faster than I thought it would be. But yeah, these are drakes, not flies. Don't be surprised. Alright, that's all you're getting for today. Although, man, it's still got my mind on like whether or not it would be cool there was a vehicle land. Vehicle land 1-1. It's probably too good. But anyway, maybe 0-1 vehicle land. I don't know. Vehicle land. So yeah, we got the Goblin death card. That's a 1 in a red vehicle, but this is a Goblin vehicle. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen vehicles typed on it, but this has got one, man. Yeah, you gotta love it. Oh, it's still in focus. Oh, I had to check because, man, it was so bad the other day when I was like, anyway, whatever. Goblin death card, 1 in a red vehicle, Goblin, 3/4. Has trample. Has crew 2. But it also has a special way to crew it, basically. Tap 1 of any color and sacrifice an untapped creature. And then it becomes an artifact creature till end of turn with +2/+0 and haste. So you can put it out for 2, tap 1 more, throw a creature into it. So 3 mana altogether, and then attack with like 5/4 haste trample. I don't know if that's any good, but there it is. You could also, like, I guess, do that a bunch of times if you wanted. As many creatures as you send in there with 1 mana, I guess it keeps getting too low. So look out, you make a big old death card. But next we got the Honda Civic Wayfinder. That's 1 and a green for a 2/2 artifact vehicle. And oh yeah, I forgot to put in the card name there. So whenever the Honda Civic Wayfinder attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. And that's crew 1. I feel like there's room for she runs good. And Elden. Because, I don't know, that's an elf name, right? It's, whatever. I only wrote that in because there was space. Anyway, Siege Tower. 1 white. This is another vehicle. It's 4/3. It has reach and vigilance because, I don't know, we're deciding to give some white things reach. What kind of a crime is that? I don't know. Let us know. The first time Siege Tower activates a crew ability each turn, you may tap or untap target creature with power 2 or less. And it's crew 2. I'm not saying it's a good one, but it's 1. And then we got the Darksteel mech. So this is a 4 mana vehicle with crew X. And X can't be 0. It's indestructible as long as it's a creature. So yeah, I have a long-winded description here, but it's this deal star +1. So whenever the Darksteel mech activates a crew ability, its power becomes the total power of all creatures tapped to activate this ability, and its toughness becomes the total toughness of all creatures tapped to activate this ability +1. Yeah, again, we don't know if you can crew yourself. That's our question. And we don't know what would happen if you crewed this with a spell. Hopefully it just becomes a 0/1. But anyway, if you're a judge, let us know how stupid all this stuff is. Again, that's it for now. We'll be back again with some more. Cruise through with a vehicle. This is what's happening whenever you put an elf in the rig. It drives over the battlefield. I think they should make one that explodes. It drives in, kaboom. Maybe that's a vehicle we should have made, but we didn't think about it. Anyway, that's it. That's enough nonsense.